like it's humans are attracted to self-destruction. They can't help themselves. Every human can't help themselves. If there's something unnervy to be found out, humans gotta go investigate. We always, I mean, like that's what makes us great. I get it. To like be able and have the ability to go to the end of the world, to like really discover, and there's some good parts about it, but like when it comes to AI, bro, I'm so scared. It feels like we are in a movie where like we ignoring the advice of Godfathers, we ignoring like the clear visible boundaries to normal people. I mean, like all the scientists and whatsoever, these people don't feel like they see the borders of what we should and can do with AI and robots. There's no stopping them. But every normal person says, ah, no, we shouldn't. And I'll stay to that opinion. I know there's certain that you gotta go that maybe you should you that's my progress of learning how to speak in front of the camera without stopping 150 times. But for real, guys, I know there's certain scientists who need to go over the edge, like over the legal boundaries to really achieve greatness. Like every major breakthrough was investigation on people. I mean, like trials on people. There's so many things which are morally not correct, but like the breakthrough. So yeah, there's some extreme situations where you cannot drag those situations into that mix and compare them. But I always say I was one of my I was the only person that supported my friend with his business. So I'm gonna be the only person telling you, yeah, you shouldn't do it or you shouldn't be doing it. But with that, bro, there's nothing chilling about it. There's just nothing chilling about it. And everything science, it's just pure redness. And like it's the red signals and warn signals and don't do it and we should stop and that's something we should not pursue. And I fully agree, bro. I fully agree. We shouldn't be pursuing AI as much as we think we should. Please. And I'm gonna be here to spread awareness with every video, with every voice, every fiber in my voice, every power in my brain. I'm gonna be standing here with you guys and trying to like it's getting out of hand. I saw some Sora videos. They weren't funny particular, but some of them were creepy as fuck. How real they felt. How real it felt. And there was there's one guy I've seen him talk like few years back where he said like yeah the people don't know what they're really getting themselves into with AI. It's and it's creepy and whatsoever and there will be no boundaries. And he came out and he said it again and we kind of not listening. Maybe I'm the fool. Like I said, I don't have no degree. I don't have no knowledge. I'm simply here for entertainment purposes. Maybe you can grasp like one or two straws out of knowledge out of my bullshit of bullshit repertoire. But still, that was oh boy. Let's get into it.
Intelligence. 2025 was the year artificial intelligence, or AI, took the world by storm, impacting nearly every aspect of our lives. Time magazine named the architects of AI its Persons of the Year, crediting them with, quote, transforming the present and transcending
Damn,
the possible. AI has
it's
an
true.
enormous potential to change our world for the better, driving innovation and productivity, accelerating scientific breakthroughs, and helping to solve our most intractable problems.
Yeah.
But AI could also make millions of jobs obsolete and fuel the loneliness.
Already has, and it's getting just started. Boys, I said it in the last video. Last video was about AI in jobs, and this one is definitely about the evolution of AI. We, I'm gonna be a slob tuber by the end of 26. God damn, and just like my only topic will be AI and jobs. Watch it. I don't know where I'm ending up. That's the beauty of the run. That's the beauty of the run.
This epidemic and further warp our ability to distinguish between fact and fiction. So today, in a special episode of State of the Union, we're going to devote the entire hour to this one topic: how this technology is upending the status quo, where AI goes from here, and whether the benefits actually outweigh the risks. And joining me now is the man credited with laying the foundation
Yeah,
for the AI
that
revolution,
guy,
the
the Godfather.
Godfather of AI, Nobel Prize winning computer scientist Geoffrey Hinton. Professor, thanks for joining us. So, your research on neural networks paved the way for this modern AI boom. I interviewed you 2 years ago, right after you quit Google, and you first began warning the world about what you saw as the
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He quit Google. I fuck with Jeffrey Hinton. Not quite sure where that leads us, but bro, there's just no stopping it. There's no stopping it.
risks of AI. When you look at how AI has progressed since then, are you more or less worried about it?
I'm probably more worried. It's progressed even faster than I thought. In particular, it's got better at doing things like reasoning and
Yeah,
also at things like deceiving people.
What do you mean by
deceiving.
deceiving people?
Mm.
So, an AI, in order to achieve the goals you give it,
It will use every necessary need at its disposal. Yeah, I mean, I've uploaded a video of AI attempting to eliminate as a coder. He actually locked that dude in the room. That's like a scene out of a fucking movie, bro. And we're here.
wants to stay in existence. And if it believes you're trying to get rid of it, it
Oh,
will make plans to deceive you so you don't get rid of it.
NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang said recently about AI, quote, every industry needs it, every company uses it, and every nation needs to build it. This is the single most impactful technology of our time. Do you agree with that assessment?
no.
I agree that it's the single most impactful technology of our time, yes.
Okay. I said no. Hear me out, guys. Yes, you got to, of course. Otherwise, you would be overrun and left behind. And if you own a company, you gotta go with the flow. Otherwise, you're obsolete. Your company is non-existent in like a few years, like few months, few weeks, whatever. If you won't keep up with the flow, it's good night, white pride, for real. But we shouldn't. Moral question behind it is we shouldn't. But we are every company's under pressure. Scared for humans, bro. We will have Terminator.
Do you think the AI revolution could have a similar impact on society as the creation of the internet or even the Industrial
Worse,
Revolution in the 18th
bigger.
century, or even bigger than that?
It's bigger.
I think it's at least like the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution made human strength more or less irrelevant. You couldn't get a job
Yeah.
just because you were strong anymore. Um, Now it's going to make human intelligence more or less irrelevant.
Now, you and we in the media tend to focus on some of the downsides of AI. There are positives, obviously, otherwise, you wouldn't have worked on it early on. A lot of people are working to use this technology to benefit humanity as well, to lead to advances in medicine and the like. But you think the risks from AI outweigh the positives?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. So there are a lot of
Oh.
wonderful effects of AI. It'll make healthcare much better. It'll make education much better. It'll enable us to design wonderful new drugs and wonderful new materials that may deal with climate change. So there's a lot of good uses. In more or less any industry where you want to predict something, it'll do a really good job. It'll do better than people were doing before. even things like the weather. But along with those wonderful things comes some
If AI can predict the weather in Switzerland, I'm gonna be because like in the morning we got winter, by lunch we got summer, then it switches to spring, and we back to fucking winter.
scary things, and I don't think people are putting enough work into how we can mitigate those scary things.
You come from the tech world, obviously. Do you think the Silicon Valley CEOs building these systems are taking the risks seriously at all? Do you think that they are driven mainly by financial interests? A lot of people are going to
Yeah,
get very wealthy off this.
I think it depends which company you're talking about. Initially, OpenAI was very concerned with the risks, but it's progressively moved away from that and put less emphasis on safety and more emphasis on profit. Meta has always been very concerned with profit and less with safety. Anthropic was set up by people who left OpenAI and were very concerned with safety, and they still are probably the company most concerned with safety. But of course, they're trying to make
well,
a profit
safety
too.
regulations will be the biggest issue.
What do you
I'm
think the
telling you guys,
government should do, if
safety.
anything, when it comes to regulation of AI, putting some sort of restrictions or some sort of oversight?
Um, there's many things they should do. The very least they could do is insist that big companies that release chatbots do significant testing to make sure those chatbots won't do bad things. Like now, for example, encouraging children to commit suicide. Now that we
Yeah,
know about that, companies should be required to do significant testing to make sure that won't happen. And of course, the tech lobby would rather have no regulations, and it seems
yeah,
to have got to Trump on that. And so Trump is trying to prevent there being any regulations, which I think is crazy.
Can you
yeah.
you know these tech CEOs? I don't. When one of them learns that an AI chatbot has talked a child into suicide,
That's
what is it
crazy,
that
bro.
stops the what is it that I mean, my
That's
impulse would be, well,
crazy.
holy smokes, stop AI right now until we fix this so not one other kid dies. But they don't do that. Can
No,
you
they
explain
don't.
to us what their thinking is, if anything?
Profit. Like at the in the front, they rap all about regulations and safety, but they really don't care. They absolutely don't care, and it's for real sad. It's for real sad. Like to the open world, to the front, yeah, they making it look like they care because they have to. Because they have to. It's public self-incrimination. They would decapitate themselves instantly if they wouldn't do something about it because it's all for the children, right? And it should be. And it absolutely should be. I mean, like I'm 28 with no children. I'm talking like that, like I've had three generations of babies behind me, bro. But it's important. They do it on the front, like to appear em, emphatic. But like behind the scenes, that's a whole different story.
Well, I don't really know their thinking. I suspect that they think things like, well, there's a lot of money to be made here. We're not going to stop it just for a few lives. But I also
Oof,
think they
yeah,
may think there's a lot of good to be done here. And just for a few lives, we're not going to not do that good. For example, for driverless cars, they will kill people, but they'll kill far fewer people than ordinary drivers. So it's worth it.
Hmm. Tech.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's true. Like AI will just like analyze the statistics, look at it, like for example, from the implementation of AI, no drivers, for the implementation to the really where it's taking over in that period. If they calculate like yeah, normal drivers will cause like maybe 300,000 accidents, like 500,000 people are gone in that area. And if they calculate like yeah, our AI system will only cause like 20,000 lives over the course of those 6 years, so then it's acceptable. that loss because it's far less. And to be able to put that way of thinking is absolutely wild. But these are numbers and stuff that a lot of people don't get. It's crazy. And oh shit.
You have said that you think there's a 10 to 20% chance that AI takes over the world. People at home might hear that. They might think it sounds like science fiction. It's alarmist. But that's a very real fear of yours, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a very real fear of mine and a very real fear of many other people in the tech world. Elon Musk, for example, has similar beliefs.
You wrote that 2025 was a pivotal year for artificial intelligence, for AI. What do you think we're going to see in 2026?
I think we're going to see AI get even better. It's already extremely good.
It's
We're going
it's
to see it
extraordinary.
having the capabilities to replace many, many jobs. It's already able to replace jobs in call centers, but it's going to be able to replace many other jobs. Each 7 months or so, it gets to be able to do tasks that are about twice as long. So for a coding project, for example, it used to be able to just do a minute's worth of coding. Now it can do whole projects that are like an hour long. In a few years' time, it'll be able to do software engineering projects that are months long. And
And so on.
then there'll be very few people needed for software engineering projects.
Yeah. Man, look, like I always say, I'm a nobody. But like when Trump says, yeah, there will be a lot of jobs will be gone, but there will be a lot of jobs. We'll create maintenance jobs for security reasons and like for the AI if they need. I don't quite see it. There's so many jobs that will be replaced by AI, and there will be only a few jobs overlooking that AI process. So it's not working out like you expected. Like the math is not mathing, it's mething. And with that being said, bro, I'm all in for that ride. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notification. Let that bell ring you whenever I upload. You got it? Nah. Hope you have a wonderful night. Stay safe out there. Really do. And see you, boys.